Hello there, and welcome aboard another episode of Rule the Waves 2 as Great Britain. The year is 1954, and we are rapidly approaching the end of the official game. I don't think I will call it quits right at 1955, even though that is the officially designed end of the game. I think we're going to decide to extend things out, because I would at least like to experience one major war against an opponent with missile technology and see how that works. So I'm very much looking forward to that, and we'll have to see what we can do. That said, I have done a little bit of file adjustment, and we have modified the Legolas class to incorporate missile designs. So let's take a quick look. Pull up the data here, and you can see that the Legolas now is being built with one fewer torpedo launcher and slightly reduced speed and significantly reduced AA capabilities in exchange for 8 heavy SSMs. So I think that's a pretty good trade-off, giving up a little bit of our anti-aircraft capability, but as long as we've got the SAMs, I think that is still pretty effective. Certainly more effective than the heavy AA and light AA that they've been rocking. And I think that those 6-inch dual-purpose guns should be pretty nice as well. So that is the plan. I have modified all of these ships that are currently on the ways, since they've still got a long ways to complete. I have upgraded those to the new design, and now any new ships that I build will still be Legolas class, and they won't need any sort of special modifications. I also poked around and found out that one of the later technologies I can get is twin launchers, but, well, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So it's on the list of possible technologies, but I didn't really check to see what stuff I have under research right now. Anyway, with that said, I believe it's time to figure out where to go from here. And I don't rightly know. We're currently converting the camper downs into missile platforms. They're rocking an impressive 14 SSMs apiece, which is pretty good. And with the overall upgrades that we've done to them, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's take a quick look and see what the Hercules has. I believe she got, yeah, Hercules already got the updated fire control and updated guns. So I don't think there's a whole lot we can do with her, and we've still got time on that. Not a whole lot of time, given that we've got one more year, but we've got other stuff that has to get updated first. And while we're at it, we'll probably see about throwing on some of these SSMs onto a number of other ships as well. Alright, right now, however, my biggest concern are these Comuses that are quite obsolete. Let's take a quick look in here. We've got these fellows, 1952 designs. And it's not a bad design. Let's see what we were doing before. Okay, so I can see what we did. We traded out some of those 6-inchers for dual-purposing the mains. That said, I wonder if it would be better off trading out some of those guns for some missiles. Since we have that capability now, might as well go for it. So let's see, last time it was the midships wings that we ditched, so we'll ditch those again. Yep, and that has freed up quite a bit of weight. And with that, we can add on a whole stack of SSMs. So let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Well, that's a little bit overweight. Let's see. Well, in that case, What can we do to save? Wait. Oh, well, first of all, we're going to have to ditch those. Then we ditch that, and well, would you look at that? Ditching those anti-aircraft armaments, and suddenly we are within weight. That, I think, is a much more reasonable refit. So I think all of our new 1942s are going to get converted over to this new standard. 8 months for the refit, though? Oh, man. At least it's cheap. Hang on. What else do we have here? Do they at least have... Yeah, they do not have good radars yet, so that's not going to help a whole lot. Let's see, what else could we do? So I was also complaining about fire control, which is a legitimate thing. On the other hand, that does significantly bump up the cost. From a 975 rebuild to a 2.1 million rebuild. So yeah, I think we're just going to stick with the advanced directors and hope that's good enough. Okay. Well, let's save that. And hopefully that should be enough to get the jump on anyone who tries to ambush us. Yep, I'll go in for the rebuild there, and we'll take the 1954 design. Alright, one. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to do these one at a time. 2. Okay, now we're starting to see foreign station shortages. Okay, let's see what we got as far as availables. We have 2 Flora class in Northern Europe available. Alright, so those are 6,000 apiece. And they are foreign stations, so those are worth, what, 7,500, I think, if I'm doing that math correctly? Something like that. But either way, definitely worth more. Alright, let's see. So we can start sending other ships in. So we'll take this guy. 1954 rebuild, yeah. That puts us up to 8.2 million, or 8.2 over. Let's see. So we'll take, nope, not that one. Where were they? Where were they? This one. Okay, so we'll send the Juno on foreign station, and we go from 8.2 down to 761. $8.2 down to 761. That's, oh gosh, I'm trying to do math. Oh, that never works out well. When in doubt, use a calculator. Alright, here we go. Okay, so it's like 7,500. Sure, I can work with that. And these other Comuses are worth, what, 5,000 apiece? So we can put one more in for refit. There we go. Yeah. And then we'll send our last Flora out. And there we go. Foreign stations are still looking good. Actually, hang on. How are these guys looking? Well, these guys are looking pretty expensive. I think I might actually, because I only have 2 ships converted to the 1952 standard. I might just go through and modify these over to the 1954 standard. just to line things up so I don't have to worry about ship classes getting messed up. So that'll be a thing. Okay. But that is a very further down the line type thing. What else can I do? Because I do need to hurry up this rebuilding process. Well, we've got 2 more ships that are relatively cheap. So we'll grab these 2 at 6 million apiece. Well, let's put a few more conquests in for rebuilds first. Okay, again, 1954 standard. Okay. That puts us 8,000 tons over. And conquest to foreign station. Okay, rebuild that. And, oh, hang on, where'd it go? I scrolled right past it, didn't I? Here we go. Foreign station. Okay, and then once these Proserpines get back, we'll have a better idea as to what additional foreign stations we may have. Because I know some of these guys are still out and about, still working their way home. So like all these Wavenese, those are contributing, or at least partially contributing to my foreign station requirements. As are these Swan River class. So that is another concern that I have that we're going to have to deal with. Okay, well, that's looking good for now. Let's move right along. Next turn. Hey, commission some submarines. Good. Improved dive bombers. Nice. And we finally have new fighter prototypes ready for evaluation. Let's see what we have. So these should be the new jet fighters, so hopefully they're quite a bit faster. Looks like we have indeed achieved that. Okay, so in comparison, the highest speed looks like it goes to the Bolt and Paul design. Looks like best range goes to the Bolt and Paul as well. And nice high firepower, nice high maneuverability. Second best toughness. And comparable payloads. Which is still a big step up too. Yeah, absolutely. I'm taking the Bolt and Paul. Okay. So that is taken care of. Now we need to put in our next request. So we just got improved dive bombers. Let's see. So that was the fighter. I've got this Bristol Blenheim B, which isn't too terribly bad. But it's a little bit light on the bomb load. Let's see. We still have our torpedo bombers, which all things considered have still been doing pretty well. It's a little bit slow compared to the dive bomber. So, yeah, I think that's where we're going to go. Next, we're going to go for the torpedo bomber. Seems kind of weird to be putting a jet-powered torpedo bomber, but sure, why not? Actually, the other big consideration is medium bombers. So you know what? We'll do a dive bomber, then we'll do a medium bomber, and then we'll worry about torpedo bombers. I think our torpedo bombers are doing just fine. I want to take advantage of this new dive bomber capability. Alright, so first priority is going to be bomb load followed by range, so we can get that heavy bomb load out to the target. Actually, you know what? I don't think that's going to be an issue. Our last dive bomber did really, really well on range. And even our older dive bombers have decent range. Good enough to get the payload to the target then. So I think we're going to go with bomb load, followed by, oh, I don't know, maybe another bomb load. All about that bomb load for this dive bomber. I want to put the big bombs on target. Okay, well, with that set and with submarines finishing construction, that is fantastic news. Let's see, what else can we do? All of these air bases have been put on reserve, which is good. Probably should start enlarging these Mediterranean air bases as well. And, okay, those are all good. Those are all properly expanded. Let's see, is there anything else we can do? Well, I think we're doing pretty good, all things considered, and we don't have enough tension to really know who our next opponent is going to be. So we'll just keep on pushing right along. All right. You know what? A discounted Corvette? Sure, we'll take it. Oh. The new naval secretary believes destroyers are the most important part of the Navy. He wants me to build at least 20 additional destroyers. Well, isn't that convenient that I happen to want a bunch of new destroyers? With this new Legolas class rocking those SSMs, I think we're going to have to do that. Ooh, and we get a new technology too. Improved electronic gunnery computer. I wonder if they finally switched out those vacuum tubes for transistors. That would certainly do it. Oh, and our scientists are currently baffled by the problems torpedo protection 2. I'm pretty sure I have torpedo protection 2 on all of my cruisers, or at least most of my cruisers. So I'm surprised that they are baffled by it, but okay, sure. Alright, and looks like now that our ships are home, we have some foreign station difficulties to deal with. Okay, so let's see, 22,000 tons behind. And let's see, what can we do? First of all, we have this nice, cheap battleship. Let's see what happens if I put it on foreign stations. Wow, that is still really cheap. That took care of most of the issues. So we'll call that good. And we'll start putting some of these other ships up for foreign station. Now that my cruisers are back, the Proserpines, I think we can start putting those on foreign station too. So there we go. One ship on foreign station. And let's see, what was that? Was that Colonial? Yes, that was Colonial. Okay, so these two are worth 7,500. And these fellows were worth 5,000. All right, so let's start putting the rest of these on rebuilds as well. So one, actually no, we'll do two. Rebuild 1954 variant. There we go. And we'll take one more Proserpine, foreign station. And we'll take one more Comus rebuild. Okay, and that puts us right about our limit. Okay, so foreign station those. Those are all looking good. And now it is time to break my bank, because these destroyers are not cheap and I need 24 of them. Well, I'm up to 8 so far, so that's a good sign. All right. Well, when in doubt, Just order them all. Okay, so Legolas class. 10 of them on the way. That'll cost almost 10 million. Ouch. Okay, that puts us up to 18. Now we just need 6 more. That is totally within our budget. There we go. All right, and our build requirements are met. There we go. That is beautiful. Well, there goes my budget for the rest of this year. But I think that was worth it. All right, now we just need to push the clock forward and finish these things. Ooh. Top spies managed to get a hold of the American CVL core. Okay. 5-inch dual purpose, 4-inch dual purpose. Okay, not bad, not bad. 32 aircraft. Oh. Not a bad CVL. Well, for a CVL. And I still think it's all about those CVs. Ooh, unexpected advance in hull construction. New torpedo bomber, Curtis Columbia. Wow, think they've got enough torpedoes on that thing? 1, 2, 3 torpedoes and a whole mess of rockets. I hope that's something that we can carry. And it is faster than our fastest torpedo bomber. Well, that's rude. Unexpected problems have delayed the development of our new fighter. The Bolton Paul Battle. Oh, that is unfortunate. Actually, fun fact, I believe that is the photograph of the American XB-17 after it crashed on takeoff, which investigation into the wreck revealed that they hadn't properly unlocked their control surfaces and led to the development of pre-flight checklists. So nowadays, whenever you watch a movie where they're checking off things in the cockpit and they're like, yep, got this, yep, got that, and they're verifying controls and other fun stuff, that is all because of the B-17. It was the first plane that was complex enough to require checklists for safe takeoff. Anyway, enough of that fun little history. Let's start moving on. Oh, Americans have invented lighter steam turbines. Okay. Alright, well, let's keep going. Okay, Behemoth has finished reconstruction. Leviathan finished reconstruction. And Juggernaut. Alright. That should help things right now. Okay. Asked in an interview, which nation do I see as a most likely enemy in a future war? Well, let's see. Germany is a distinct threat based on their tension and their battle cruisers and their carriers, but their naval budget is rather flat, at least for now. I'm pretty sure they're lying about that, because that's something that fascists do, but it is indeed significantly less than ours. They do have more battle cruisers than us. And it looks like they've got a lot of them in refit right now. Okay, carriers. We definitely outnumber them in terms of carriers. They've taken some pretty heavy punishment there. And they've got a new one under construction, so that's good. And it looks like a decent size, too. So that should help out. Carriers, yeah, looking good. Honestly, I'd like to properly fight Italy. I know they're lacking in terms of capital ships, but they do have a decent number of carriers. And I'll bet if I were to challenge them, they also have a plentiful number of heavy cruisers. I bet if I challenged Italy in the Mediterranean, we would get some decent carrier battles. At least that's the hope. Also be an interesting challenge for missile technology. So, you know what? Yeah. I think I'll blame Italy. Well, let's see. Budget plus tension plus. Must be prepared to fight against war against any opponent. Well, either way, that drives tensions up. Or I could specifically call out Italy. Yeah, I'm going to call out Italy. That ought to help keep tensions with Germany low. All right. Oh, well, that didn't drive tensions much at all. Well, so much for my plan to fix my budget issues by driving tensions up. Okay, let's see. Now that my juggernauts are back, we can put those on a reserve, save some money. There we go. And I do think my next big build project is going to be a heavy cruiser. Maybe. We'll see how the budget handles things. Certainly once these first destroyers come out, then I should start freeing up some budget. But I also want to maintain the pressure as far as producing more. So I think it'll be this big batch at the 12-month point right now. Once those are finished, then I can start on the next big build project. I also got to keep an eye open for anything else going obsolete. Man, managing all these ships is a huge pain in the butt. But I guess that's what I signed up for when I joined the Navy. Alright. Oh wow, even Italy is halting stuff due to financial difficulties. Actually, that reminds me, I forgot to order more corvettes. Wow, how irresponsible of me. Okay, we are doing Hearsts. There we go. 10 more. Okay. And there was a blunderbuss out there that could quite easily be put in mothballs to save money. There we go. Next turn. 4 destroyers commissioned. Oh, wow. That is a serious carrier. The Pecos class, huh? It's almost 50,000 tons right there. Well, certainly 45,000 tons. 33 knots. Well armored. Very well defended. 16 5-inch dual-purpose guns. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. 94 aircraft. So again, a little bit light compared to my carriers in terms of air combat. But this is a big step up over what they've been doing before. That is impressive. Okay. Let's see, what else can we do? Uh-oh. Pandora's just went obsolete. Alright, let's see what we can do with those. Well, there isn't a whole lot that I can do with these. And they're already very light in terms of AA. There's no room for fire control. There's no torpedoes we can ditch. There's no torpedo reloads or anything. It's already missing those. Well, I suppose I could just straight up admit that these are second line ships and bulge them. But that'd be a 3-knot penalty right there. Yeah, that's a 3-knot penalty, and these are still fleet speed 30-knot ships. I don't think it's worth letting them go yet. There's not a whole lot else that I can do with them, though. So I think we're just going to do a quick paint and patch and call it good. Wow, this is such a big class to begin with, too. There was what, like 10 of them? They've certainly taken some casualties over the years. I think most of it was random events, too. I know I lost a few to gun battles, but most of it has been like sunk by torpedoes, sunk by mines. That's why you can never have too many cruisers. They just keep on running into stuff. Okay, and then we need to order the next batch of Hearsts. So we'll just slap down an order for another 10. There we go. Uh-oh. What, the first batch of Legolas is finished. I no longer meet the build requirements. And it hasn't rewarded me yet for doing so. Okay. There we go. Alright, 24 Legolas is under construction. I hope that satisfies them. Okay, and I have active fleet Ariadnes and Spartiates. Let's put those down to reserve fleet. Okay. So that should save some stuff. Alright, next turn. Ooh, the German Führer holds a belligerent speech. Okay, new French dive bomber entering service. Well, yeah, we did fall a little bit behind in terms of development. Oh, and Germany is commissioning destroyers. How's our development? 3 more turns. There we go. Finally getting the praise for building the number of destroyers. Okay, 8 submarines commissioned. Good. Got all the data for the fighter. Oh, nice. Decent firepower. Decent top speed. We'll see how that compares. Oh, and here we have plans for the Italian carrier under construction. Ooh, look at that thing. Looks like that was built off the same basic blueprint. One thinks they may have borrowed something from the Americans, because that is looking pretty good. 90 aircraft, similar armor belt. And this is almost identical to that American thing. Okay, well certainly that'll be a nice challenge. Okay. I do hope that Bolton Paul battle is worthwhile. That is a decent step up. Okay, so we certainly had comparable speeds, comparable firepower. I think they slightly outranged me. Oh well, not significant. Not significant in the long run. Okay, how are things going over here? Looking good. Pandora's should be coming out soon, and we also should have some Comuses finishing up. Mars and Camperdown are finished, good. 10 cruisers finished reconstruction, good. Oh, angled flight deck. And the new Russian torpedo bomber, yeah, I understand. Need a new torpedo bomber. That's fine. Also need a new medium bomber. I was also supposed to order more Hearsts. Let's get that going again. Okay, Hearsts ordered. Okay, battleships going on mothballs. Okay, and then we had some Comuses that just came out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Comuses just launched or just finished. So we'll grab another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And rebuild 1954 variant. Alrighty. And then we need to take the ships that just finished and put them on foreign stations. Very important. There we go. And then we have the Pandoras. We'll put those back in mothballs. Save every little bit of cash that we can. And then we had... Whoa, that's a lot of stuff that we were ignoring. Mothball those. Mothball those. Or hang on. Those should be reserves. Reserve fleet. And we've got those new... Whoa, hang on. What's going on here? Those Legolesses are the wrong speed. Do they work out faster? Interesting. I think they did work out faster than their design. Fantastic! How did I overlook that? Does it not give the pop-up when they're first commissioned? Oh yeah, look at that. New ordered ships are at 33 knots, not 32. That is very good news. Okay, well, I think those are looking good. Next turn. Oh, illegal displacement. Oh boy. Corvette, destroyers, light cruiser finished reconstruction. And another good look at the Lazio. Yep, we already knew what was going on with that. It was a very nice carrier. Hello, battlecruiser Königsberg. Yep, Darmstadt. Looks good. So 2 catapults, 2 aircraft. Yep, that's fine. Oh, what others? Did they add more torpedoes onto this thing? They might have added more torpedoes onto this thing. That is weird. It does look like tensions with Germany are rising. And Italy. Looks like they're both looking to get into it again. Okay, so we've got our new dive bombers. And let's see what we got. Okay, so looks like Bolton Paul is once again at the top of the list. With the highest speed, the longest range, and the best overall capability. Yeah, Bolton Paul is just killing it. And that is a solid step up in terms, well, not a huge step up in terms of speed, but at least it combines that speed and range with a decent heavy bomb load. Those Blenheims just have not been quite putting out. Okay, so we'll take the Bolton Paul. North American Nightingale entering service. Yeah, understood. Time to order a new plane. And this time I think we're going with the torpedo bomber. I don't think we need to prioritize bomb load this time. I think we'll put speed as our priority. And what else? So, you know what? We'll go with bomb load. Speed, then bomb load. Which is kind of hypocritical, because the more bombs you carry, the slower you are, both from the weight and the drag. But you know what? We'll challenge them. See what they come up with. I do like this. I do like both of these payloads. Medium bomber is pretty solid as well. But I do think that'll have to be our next order as a new medium bomber. Okay, but now that we've got new dive bombers on order and new fighters on order, we can start obsoleting all the old stuff. So let's take that. Obsolete. And the other one, obsolete. And the old Hawker Hector is categorically outclassed in every area, so we'll obsolete that. Let's see. Torpedo bombers, flying boats are another concern. Okay, so we've got torpedo bombers on the way. The question is, what do we do next? Flying boats are always significant. And we've got two of them that we got to worry about. Defiant and the Hampton, which are actually rather similar, all things considered. It's just that the Defiant has slightly less range, but better reliability. And a slightly better medium bomb payload, but again, not significant. Okay, yeah. I don't know what we'll go with next. Okay, well, let's move along. Corvette's finished, cruiser's finished. Okay. Oh, and American scientists are capable of building destroyers of 900 tons. Impressive. I'm pretty sure they've been building bigger stuff than that already. Okay. And, let's see. Uh-oh, some of our heavy cruisers are starting to go obsolete. Okay, we had some more Comuses finish up. Northern Europe, Northern Europe, Northern Europe. Okay. So that's 3. Alright, we'll put those on foreign station, yeah. And then we'll take another 3. Again, 1954 variant, yep. Okay, and then we also needed to rebuild Endeavor. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. So these are the 10-inch gunned cruisers. They are rocking a delightful number of 4-inch secondaries. Alright, let's see what else we can do with this. Well, when in doubt, slap on some SSMs. And we'll just throw them everywhere for now, and we'll take things off until we're out of things until everything works out. So let's see. Wing, 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 wing. Wing turret, wing turret, wing turret, wing turret. Wing turret, wing turret. Okay, that puts us 171 tons overweight. So obviously that is not going to work. And that also looks a little bit ridiculous. So let's see what we can do with that. We'll start by scratching some of those things off. And let's see, what if we drop a couple of these secondaries? That is not a huge benefit there. So let's drop a couple more off of here. Alright, well, we're getting closer. I don't think we're going to be able to squeeze a whole lot onto this boat. Not as it currently stands. Which is kind of unfortunate, but honestly, not too terribly bad. We'll drop those things. There we go. And we're still overweight. Let's see, what all can we do? Anything else? What happens if it drops some medium AAs? And that is saving some weight. Well, if I'm only going to go with 4 SSMs, I might as well go 1, 2, 3, 4. As hideous as that is, that at least gives me forward firing capability as well as broadsides. 18 tons overweight. Where can we save this? Okay, so secondaries definitely has the capability, but I would prefer not to drop that much heavy AA factor. I think we'll take it just a little bit more out of the medium and light AAs. Okay, there we go. That's not great. It is in fact far from ideal. But all things considered, that is a pretty solid refit. That is adding on that SSM capability. So we'll see how well those work. Yep, we will rebuild those. Not bad for some treaty boats. Oh, and our Ariadnes also need refitting, so let's see what we can do with that. These are probably the best all-around ships that we've got. And these ones I can easily make weight up using aircraft. Watch this. 12 tons available, 100 tons available. Bam! Alright, let's see about slapping on some SSMs to these guys as well. Okay, so these ones, we're going to go with wing turrets. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? There we go. And this is probably almost certainly going to be overweight, but we could just start shaving stuff off. Oh god, that looks hideous. Alright, well, scratch that. Scratch that. And now we have 6 SSMs. And an only slightly funky arrangement of stuff. And we can save weight with medium A. Okay, there we go. I definitely think that this new SSM thing is the wave of the future. We're going to put this on everything. Okay. Yep, let's rebuild that. Okay, Comus is still being refit. Oh, conquests are also showing obsolete. That's not good. Well, I can't really finish those up, or I can't really refit those until the Comuses come back. So we're going to have to hold off on that for a little bit. Alright. Cruisers undergoing refits. Destroyers, and I forgot to order Hearsts again. Okay. Oh, and they are, in fact, timed out. Well, let's get a whole new one then. So we'll get a new name, Westburn class. Seems okay. Let's see, weight looks good, total. Incidental costs. What happens if I were to swap over to diesel? One 1.8. 1.8. 6.3 versus 5.3. What about accommodations? So coal requires 77. Diesel is exactly the same. So diesel engines require exactly the same number of crewmen as shoveling coal into boilers. Alright, and these guys are already fully loaded. Okay. Well, in that case, since there's such a small change in cost, I think I will go with the diesel engines. And the next thing, is it something that I can also throw missiles on? And I know these things do routinely show up in patrols. Okay, how does our budget change now if we go with 1, 2, 3, 4? And those look like... Oof. Yeah, nope. Nope, not worth it. Not for a cheap ASW boat. Okay. Yep, we'll develop that and we will begin construction. Actually, that reminds me, I was supposed to order some more destroyers. We'll take care of it next turn. But we are just past the 51-minute mark, so I think we will have to call this one to a close here. We'll figure out where to go in the next turn on the next episode. And we'll see about what ships are the next to get refitted with missiles. And maybe, if my budget can afford, I might actually design a new ship too. We'll see. Until then, this is Katori D7, signing out.